used to be a case that chefs would start, say, in a hotel or in a restaurant. It would take them years and years and years to grow up. So by the time they could do something on their own, they might be in their 40s. But what we're seeing now is actually a lot of really exciting young local chefs.
There is more talent moving into the region. Not just Western talent, not just expat talent, but also local talent too.
You know, a few years ago, you couldn't find Asian cooking schools because all of it was apprenticeship based. And now you look at the setup and they're trying to professionalize it a lot more. So in terms of things like even hawker food in Singapore or Chinese cooking in China, you're now seeing the emergence of these professional cooking schools that will teach these skills.
I think online reviews are such a huge force for change in the restaurant industry in China. China has the largest online review website in the world by far. The negative part is that you can have one customer who has one bad experience, they post it, and it can totally affect your business, especially if it's like a famous reviewer. On a positive side, as a restaurant owner or chef, the review site gives you eyes into the front of the house. It gives you a whole new way of observing the management of your restaurant.
Now the whole world's a stage, right? And everybody's entitled to have an opinion. I don't know if it's better than the single opinion of somebody that could be an expert. I don't believe also an expert. It's a bit of a cross. I think what is interesting is to see the global picture of a place which is built out of some, you know, public websites and some more professional ones.
Chefs are now much more aware of, hey, where's my produce coming from? What do I do with them? Is it sustainable? Is it even clean? You know, so
as a restaurateur and a chef, one thing that concerns me very much is the lack of attention on sustainable and environmentally friendly agricultural production. It's sad to see that so many products that I grew up eating as a child are now disappearing. For example, certain Chinese mushrooms that need such a clean environment to eat are disappearing now. You can't find them.
I think the trend I see in Asia is the consumer being a lot more interested in what you're doing at the restaurant, what type of food you're serving, where does it come from, how did you get it, how is it grown, what's the history behind it.
A worrying trend in Asia is the use of unsustainable seafoods. I mean, we're wiping out the seas very quickly with banquets, etc., etc. All you can eat this, all you can eat this, shrimp, salmon, snowfish. You know, it's a very worrying trend.
The top trends in Asia would be probably the small dining eateries. I think the communal eating is getting very popular now. Great food, great ambiance, great service, and flavors, but just not as refined, and you bring down the price as well, but people just get a great experience.
Because the essence of Asian cuisine is actually sharing, especially in Chinese cuisine. Big plates shared in the middle and shared between family and friends, and they all eat together in a round table.
Well, the most obvious trend that I've seen lately is small, you know, very younger chefs, passionate, small operations, no reservations, pack it all in, exciting concept. I think it has to do with the market who's, you know, looking for straightforward concepts that one can relate to.
I think it's very similar to what's being developed in Paris and London now. You know, because the consumers are getting younger and younger. You know, with the growing middle class in China especially. And they just want a unique experience without the formality.
Up until a few years ago, a lot of local cuisine was limited to street food stalls, and now slowly local cuisine is starting to get into a restaurant realm.
Before it was cuisines which were basically, okay, you want to eat fine dining, it's French food, Italian food, more Western food, but now it's fine dining means Asian food is considered among being the best. So that is the most important shift.